Hi, welcome back to Mechanic Garage. Going to do a bit more on the Rover today. I've got the bit of the bodywork to finish on the corner where I fill in and a bit of paint. I've just been going around it in little tiny stone chips. Well, not many, but just odd little ones here and there, just sort of scrape them out and put a bit of paint into them, just to get rid of any muck and things, so try and make it look a bit better. It's not too bad anyway. What I'm going to do now is, about a year ago I cleaned out all the plenums underneath the front of the scuttle panel, and because it's been stood for so long, I'm going to do it again before I put the panels back on. I did reassemble it all afterwards, but then needed windscreen fitting, so there's a few leaves and bits in there. They're not blocked or anything, but I'll get out what's in there with a hoover now. I'll show you where the drains are and what happens if you don't keep them clear. Right, there's the plan with all the panels and everything removed and everything exposed. These CUs out, just slides in onto a hook on these back brackets. Basically what you get is all this sort of debris and muck gets in around the bonnet, and you end up with these. These get blocked up, which isn't the end of the world because you can get to those, but down in the bottom, I'll stick the light on, hang on. Down in the bottom, see that black one there? There it is. That's one of the drains for the main plenum, obviously your cabin filter, and there's another one on the opposite side. I don't know which way the camera's facing now. There's another one on the opposite side, way under the servo, but I can't make it out. Under there somewhere maybe. And basically what you get is debris and muck goes in there, and instead of draining out, it fills, and then you start getting water in your footwell, which through the cabin filter is your first sign. Second sign is your ECU, which is in this box. You start getting quirky electrical things or all sorts of other issues, and eventually everything all goes kind of wrong. So you can unclip that top panel, which is this. Ideally you need the wipers and all the trim and everything off. It's a good time to do it now. I'm going to get in there with a hoover because it's all dry. This side, they deleted this drain, I believe part of Project Drive, because I'm guessing it would have had some sort of barrier across to stop things going in, the same as the other side, but they didn't. It hasn't anymore. This side's a bit more awkward because down there under the servo, I don't even know if you can see it at all. No, under the servo down there, right, go on, focus, in there. Yeah, see all the leaves and muck? That's accessible by hand. It's about a foot deep. You can get in there and you can hoover them all out or get them out, but underneath the servo there's another black drain, the same as on the other side down there. I know this one was cleared out because I did them all properly, so I'm going to hoover it out and then just tip a bit of water in just to make sure it runs away before putting all the scuttle and panels and everything back together, because we've got a new windscreen. It's not got a crack in it. We did have a massive hailstorm a couple of days after it was fitted, and I was like, don't you dare crack it. So yeah, we're getting there with this. It's nearly done and it will be for sale fairly soon. I need to get some money back and make some space on the drive because I've got too many other things, as you've seen in other videos. The sill is welded as I showed you last time. I just need to finish it off cosmetically and then repainted. All the interior trim, all the windscreen trim to go back on, and make a bit of progress with it. Excuse the noise. Get all the cobwebs and bits out, and all the bits of rubber from when they're bonding from when they've done the windscreen. Not too bad, in under trees, but there's a lot of leaves and things around here. Too big to go up it. Two down there I can't get. Got ya. Right, at this point the microphone must have died, because there's no sound on this for the next 5 minutes or so. But basically I was just rinsing out any last little bits and bats and flushing anything through, and checking there's no water coming out. Sorry, checking there was water coming out the drains underneath. Yeah, it's really weird talking over something you've already done, because when you're waffling, it's easier to waffle when you're actually doing it. But no, it was a case of rinse it all out, get all the bits out, anything that came out from under the servo mainly, because that was where I couldn't quite get in with the hoover. There was only a few little bits, and that way you know it's all clear before you put it back, and you don't get any water flooding your ECU and into your footwells. Right, now putting the ECU back in, it was a bit fiddly. There shouldn't have been. There's two clips on the back, two brackets, well, two bits of bracket, and it slides on and locks in. I couldn't quite get the damn thing to clip in properly. It was always sitting too high, and then we gave it a bit of a thump to knock it in. It came off the channel. So I tried 2 or 3 attempts to get it in there, and eventually got it sorted. Right, that's the trim panel that fits there. Now I've just given it a good wash off to make sure there's no grit or anything on the back edge of it, because that presses against the glass, and I suspect that's what cracked it in the first place. There is a seal that runs around that edge between that and the glass, and they've shrunk. It's shrunk about an inch or so at each end. So at the moment I've got it in a bucket of hot water. Yeah, I've cleaned all these as well, because they're all grotty and mucky around the edges. You don't realise how bad things are till you actually clean them. But yeah, it's in there in the hot water. And what I'm going to do is pull it out and stretch it until it cools, and hopefully it might just stay a little bit longer. I might need to just put a super glue in the ends just to stop it shrinking again. We shall see. Right, I'm going to start with putting this side trim back on. We've got like a little rubber flap at the end, goes into the bottom corner. Just position it around there. There's this bits that line it up with the glass. I've given them all a good clean out. I've glued the one clip that I broke over there back on. So in theory, if I hook that under there, line up where the clips go, and hopefully they're in the right place. Except this one keeps coming off. There you go. Yeah, there's a couple of them moved, which is expected anyway, because I've cleaned them all and they shifted around a little bit. Position the top end first, because that's the one that makes it. Yeah. Okay, so that tucks under the wing, okay. And that to self for the other side. Hook that under the wing first. Bugger. Try not to slip and scratch the paint, because that would all be a really bad idea. Come on, under you get. Go under the edge. Just the last little bit. Don't want to apply it. There you go, that's got it. Right, that's that. Okie dokie, one bit back. The guy that fitted the screen turned up and he was absolutely ecstatic that this trim was already off, because they always break and he didn't want to be the one to break all the clips. So he was happy bloke. Right, which way did that go? Round bit to the top. So I'm going to slide that over that joint, and then I'll just line up any clips that need moving. Let's move this to the side. I think it's these top ones that are obsolete, so I don't want to be breaking any of them. Don't like it. That's alright, clicking in now. Where are they? Move that slightly. They don't seem very clippy. Just this one here that didn't want to play. Why aren't you going? Oh, that looks like that clip's broken. Right, I just had to manipulate that clip slightly. The little bit that held it upwards had cracked, so when I pushed it in the wrong place, it pushed it down and broke it. So I've lifted it up, it's now clicked in, and that's clicked in, so it's holding it in the right position. So we're all good with that. Let's go around the other side. Right, I've glued that back on because the end had come off. Give them all a good clean out. Get that underneath there. That's it, that's how it goes. Put it underneath the edge first. And that needs to go into there. And then these, just a case of lining them up in the right places. Because they've moved a bit. That goes in there, that goes in that one, that one. These are a bloody pain. I wonder the windscreen guy didn't want to do it. Start at the top, because that's then in position. Literally a couple of mil off and they won't go in. No wonder they're so obsolete, they're a pain in the arse. So that bottom one needs to move a bit and I can't. There we go, I can get to it now. Perfect. I did incidentally clean all around this with cutting compound, just give it a click, just to get rid of muck and any lines, so when I polish it there's no line in there to get, I can't get at. So right, trim across the bottom next. Oh, I need to put that other seal into hot water again to stretch because I've left it too long now. So it's annoyingly discoloured. Should be like dark grey, but it's gone a funny colour. Just hook this on underneath. You have to bend them a little bit, so get it around this side over the wiper spindle. And hook that over the wiper spindle, then it's just a case of tweak that around there a bit. And that should then just fit on, yeah, it fits underneath the screen trim. Rubber edging strip that positions it, and then once you've got this on, it's in the right place, you can then stick all the clips and everything in that actually hold it down. But at least if that's on and in the right place, you know you're there. Yep, there you get them. Here's a quick wash, I don't know if you can see me. There's a lot of clips that hold that down. 2 at the edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across the top. Go and dig them out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, where's the 7th one gone? I don't remember losing any. I remember losing them the first time when I had to buy some more. There are wiper bits. There are those bits. Unless one did twang off somewhere and then I don't remember it vanishing, but or I miscounted. You just clip these in. Some of them have got a real horrible colour. Yeah, horrible. One, 2, 3 left. Yeah, I've only got 2 left. Oh, that's not annoying, is it? I don't remember one disappearing, but I think it must have. Well, I want you to through that. Little clips that go into the top cover here. There you go, that's it. That's really annoying because when I took it apart, I don't think I lost any. But then again, it was a while ago, so I don't remember. Maybe vague recollections of one disappearing, but it's got a layer of greeny muck on them. I did have to buy some more ones because they'd disappeared. When I took it out apart last time, one had vanished. It's not annoying at all. Right, got these, left and right handed, fit over the tops, keep most of the muck out, most of the leaves and things. That's where you check, you move them and you can see better whether you need to clean all your plenums out. This one doesn't really do a lot, but the same part for left and right hand drive. Missed a tab. There you go. Just trying to line them up. You've got one at the front to line up. Match them back in. Let's have another look for that last clip. I didn't really see it. No, I don't know where it's gone. Get this seal even, and stretch it and see if it'll actually stay. I doubt it, it'll probably go straight back to how it was. But I suspect this is what happened to the screen. A little stone or something had got in down the edge. Just hold it while it cools. Not sure if you bought a new one, it would be any different, sort of size wise. Well, it would be, obviously it'd fit, but right, let's get that in and see if it stays. I doubt it. It's going to shrivel back to its original size. Oh well, it's either a new one or have a gap. Yeah, that's 2 inches short. Where's the bloody time on it? Oh, and it's 1/4 inch short this side. I'm annoyed about that thing going missing. I really don't know where it's gone. I don't even know which one's the left or right wiper anymore. This is the problem when you set things apart and then leave them. I don't know. I'll have to have a look at a picture, unless they're both the same, but I doubt it. Got all the cobwebs and muck out of that. No, they're completely different. And that's probably most likely. I don't think that'll fit if we're there. No, it is the other way around, that's it. You probably ought to limit that anyway. Because it's bloody obvious. And then they've got an oddball little clip thing. So I've just put over there. I'll put them both over there. Little taper clip, rather than fitting on the taper, that fits into the top of the wiper. Presses it down, and so that's your drive for it. And then that spindle there, that clamps it down. You got the hexagon drive. Usually on windscreens you have marks that show you where to put the wipers, but this doesn't seem to have them. So I'm going to have to just guess where it looks right and not too low down. Get too low though, that starts slapping the frame. Too high, and a triangle of doom. Just want them to look right and look as if they're positioned properly. Can't go too far down with this one. So if I aim for, yeah, there's no marks. Literally, you normally get little black marks in the little marks in the black backing to show you where positioning. Any lower, that one's going to look odd. So that one's fine. It looks right, it is right. Let's give it a rock just to settle it. And don't slip and hit your windscreen, which I didn't do then, but it crossed my mind. That pipe clips into there. Clips into there, that's it. Give that a little nip just to see if it looks right. I don't even know where the key is for it. Where's the key? Did I even fetch the key? There's the key. It looks like the parking in about the right place. Seems to have a little triangle of doom, but never mind. If you don't know what that is, watch your Hubnut video. To do with the wiper pattern and a dribble of disappointment. Right, apart from the one missing clip and the shrunken seal, which is now just starting to peel out. Oh, really? There you go. I might buy a new one. I might not. It's not going to stop it selling. It's not going to stop it MOTing. It just doesn't look very good, and when it doesn't look very good, it annoys me. That spanner away from the glass, for Christ's sake. On the inside, I've just got to glue the trim fabric back on because it's peeled in a couple of places. It's just starting to lift off. I can tell I'm really enjoying myself today. And a really good day. It's one of them days, but it is what it is. Right. So move you around a bit to actually see what's going on. Not that you need to see much anyway, but yeah, the windscreen's back in, trim's back on. A couple of clips at the top I'm not convinced are holding very well, but we'll find out when it flies off. Yeah, that's what I was on about. Look, it shrinks. It's got this gap. I took it out before because it looked better without it, but then if you get a stone behind it, then you get what happened before, so that's prime suspect for getting another bit. If I can find one in the scrappies, I don't think I can, but if I can get a piece of this and cut it off, if they're not a lot of money, I might buy a new one. Just because if I get a stone down there, crack it, it's back to square one. And I don't like square one, I prefer to make a bit of progress with stuff. So, right, I'm going to go glue the interior trim, get that back in, and we'll actually see if I can be bothered doing anything with the bodywork down the bottom. Last bits for today. I've glued the trim back on. It's going to be a little bit saggy in the bottom corners. Glued them on, put them back on. Same on that side. And the chrome ring on that door, it's glued back on. The cloth's in there just to hold it in place, because when I changed the mirror I wrongly thought that unclipped. It doesn't. This is part of this piece. You unscrew that, it comes off with the door lining. So not long after I got it, I changed the mirror and broke the clips that hold this together. So that's bonded back on. Nearly there. Managed to get the mirror back on the other day. They're a bit of a pain in the butt. I had to actually look online and find out how you do it. There's like a clamp bit on the windscreen. The sun's in the wrong place. And you basically put the mirror on at an angle and then twist. It's like a three-sided, like two triangles. One's slightly wider than the other, and it clips over one. And then as you twist it, it opens up the spring clips and they lock onto it. It's a bit of a faff. I thought I put way too much pressure on it to actually be doing it right, so I had to look before I broke the windscreen. But yeah, I'll be selling this soon. I got the key. I think it's on 108,000. Good service history, loads of reports on parts bought, and even down to fuel put in, things like that, tyres, etc. I believe. Yeah, there's not much more to do. Just a little bit of body work. Exhaust hanger, the strap that goes around the bottom of the box is rusted, and I need to replace that as well. I'd look on previous photos and the wipers are in the correct place from how it was before. I just hadn't seen it for that long, it looked odd. So, right, that'll do for now. I'll edit this and put it out today. Do the usual weekend video. And see if I can get a bit more progress on the bodywork. Maybe tomorrow. I've got things to do this afternoon, so thanks very much for watching. Sorry it's been a little bit of a long drawn out one, and I'm not my usual bubbly self. I feel a bit bloody today, so here's what it is. So right, thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you in another video. Cheers.